Some days I prefer no makeup. Some days I prefer glitter pink eyeshadow to wear to my corporate meetings that I wore yesterday. I think you should wear whatever you want to wear, whenever you want to wear it. Let's transform. I'm gonna do neutral everyday look today. I have to go into the office. We're having a donut tasting. And then I've got a couple of meetings. And then I'm gonna head back, hang out with my mother-in-law who got in yesterday. So we'll probably do a dinner or something. Obviously, with people flying in, we've had a lot of stuff planned these past couple days in between actual meetings. So it's been like team building activities and stuff like that, which is all fun, but like everything else, you know, it's some kind of mental tax. I'm kind of looking forward to like, okay, so let's sit by the pool and do nothing for like 10 hours straight. That would be nice. When I say sit by the pool and do nothing, it's not really possible because we have children, so like we have to watch them so they don't drown, but it's getting better now that one of them can swim and the other has floaties that she can pretty much rely on. I mean, we still have to heavily oversee, but it is going to be a more relaxing day. But anyway, yesterday I went down to the office. We had a couple of programming events and we kicked off the day with something really, really fun. We did Graffiti Art. So it's like an art collective here in Austin. We showed up yesterday morning. It's at this older building in East Austin. The whole inside of the building, they will let an artist whitewash it and then do their art on the inside of this house. And then they'll hang their art and you can buy it. But it's also cool because they have an entire back area where they do these corporate events or parties. So for us, we went yesterday morning, so it was just the graffiti part, but they were saying they also do classes. So if they said they do parties there all the time where they just like charge a cover and you can come in and play with spray paint or watch an artist work or something like that. So they had it set up to where like you go in the backyard and they have this like huge wall that they've kind of cleaned up with graffiti, and then they put like little papers all over the wall and then you can graffiti it and you get to take home your little section of graffiti. So you can kind of build like your own piece of the wall, but then you have the rest of the wall to just play with. I think we would all expect this, but I made mine with a black and gold leopard background, and then because they have stencils that you can use. So I used the leopard stencil to do a black and gold leopard stencil, and then I did like hot pink dripping from the top. So sprayed like a really, really heavy layer on the top of it so it kind of dripped down and covered like half of the leopard. And then I did a stencil of a bright blue grenade, but then the grenade is blowing out flowers, black flowers. Very lovely. Did some accents here and there, you know, to make it pop. It was a super fun event. Like I had a really good time and I really want to go back because I think that would be super fun to have like a party there where you could do cocktails and just like play around with spray paint, make fun art stuff with friends. The event was really fun. I feel like it would be a really cool date night, something different than just like dinner and a movie or whatever. I feel like it would be a really fun couples date night. Like get like a group of like 3 or 4 couples together and go do that. It's more of like an activity. It was super fun. I really, really, really enjoyed it. I'll have to show my artwork off when I get it. We had to leave it. Usually you get to take your artwork when you leave, but apparently our team was a little like trigger happy with the spray paint and we did like lots of layers and stuff, and they were like, so some of these are gonna need to dry. I think one of those being me because I had like 15 layers so it would drip. They'll deliver them, and once I get them I will share on stream my beautiful artworks. I took a couple of videos of all of our artwork, so you'll be able to see my gorgeous grenade blowing flowers. Hopefully that's what it looks like to you. I mean, you have to remember, we're not professionals here, okay? Obviously, they were trained artists, and it was really impressive, just like the caliber of artists that have traveled through and like made art there. It just felt like a lot more tangible. You're so used to like, oh, these like $1 million paintings or whatever are like displayed in museums and stuff usually, but here's just this like random house where these like world famous artists will stop by and decorate. The artist that was displayed yesterday, he is from Japan. It reminded me of the tattoos from Moana on Maui, the demigod. He like decked out the whole inside of the building itself with like his art, and then you obviously had stuff placed on top where you could like purchase it or whatever. Very pricey. But anyway, he came from Japan, and apparently he like started a Korean punk band and got like world famous and ended up touring the world with his punk band. They're not touring anymore, I don't really know. And he's like, now I'm gonna do art. And so he's now in Austin doing art that is now like world famous art. and he's like a really well-known street or graffiti artist. And I was like, how is all this stuff just happening and we don't know anything? I was like, I've never heard of this person. He's like world famous in both the art world and the music scene. I've given my kids plenty of things that have had the potential to make them sick, and honestly, it's impressive that it hasn't. Yes, literally this week, Monday. So I have two little girls. They go to dance on Mondays. The oldest one is in 2 back-to-back dance classes, and the youngest one, there's only one for her age group. So she's in one, and then we have to hang out in the lobby for an hour while the other one finishes. And so trying to occupy a 2-year-old for an hour is an exciting time. Of course, you know, the mom I am, I pack like all the snacks and stuff. By the end of that hour, I'm just like, whatever you need to make you happy so that you will not scream for this hour, do it. And we've run out of snacks at this point. We have like a bag of Pirate's Booty, and she pours the Pirate's Booty out like all in the lobby of the dance studio. But I'm like, well, I don't have anything else, so go for it. So she's like roaming around like a dog, picking up the Pirate's Booty off the floor, little popcorn. And I'm like, oh, that's a stranger's hair, but you're fine, just eat it. And you know what? They're alive. I consider that a win. I didn't do glitter on my eyes. What am I thinking? Let's do a little bit of gold. And besides, might not have even been the chicken. Okay, let's do a little bit of an accent wing. But I'm very excited about our on-site today, tasting donuts, which is something I can get behind. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Austin, Austin is known for tacos and donuts. It's a thing here. You can go to like Olive Garden and that's like what's on the menu, tacos and donuts. So weird. The local Dairy Queen asks you when you order your burger or chicken fingers, they're like, you guys want to add tacos to that? And we're like, no, we're at Dairy Queen. That's so weird. But tacos are everywhere here. It's just like, it's a thing. We're doing kind of touristy things. We're gonna be in office today. We're bringing in donuts from a bunch of the famous donut shops in Austin, many of which I have not tried. And I found out yesterday they're like the gourmet donut. It's not just like a basic glazed donut, which, I mean, if you love a donut, maybe you love that. But personally, a donut doesn't speak to me unless it's doused icing and like chunks of a Reese's. Like, I want gourmet donut. It basically has like 6 candy bars on top of it. That's my kind of donut. So the look for today it's gonna be more of an everyday look. I'm gonna wear some high-waisted jeans and like this little crop top that kind of meets right at the top of them. And I think I'm gonna do like a power pony. I wore it yesterday up in kind of like a little Shih Tzu style pony, and it kind of put a crease in it. So if y'all need tips on how to make a high pony, stay tuned. So just setting powder to set this blush, and I will go in just a second and add in a little bit of highlighter on the cheeks. So just kind of going for like more of a natural, I don't know if it's natural. It's natural for me. This is like more of my everyday look. Let's go ahead and fix these brows. And let's seal these down. Still have to do mascara and lips, but the reality is I'm running late and I can do mascara at a red light if I need to. Those are things that I can do in the car if I need to. Not while I'm driving, but my hair is not something I can curl while I'm driving. So I like to brush out the bottom really, really tight so that none of it will fall, because I mean my hair is shorter right now while I'm growing it out, and I don't want any of those bottom layers to fall, so I want this to be tight, but I let the top be a little loose where the tease is. And I'm gonna bring it a little bit tighter than what the end result is gonna look like, because I will pull some of this up. But I find it's easier to work with it tighter and then pull out, because I can get really particular about where I section the hair and pull it up. Whereas if it's a loose pony when it goes up, it's hard to do that. So I take my oversized bobby pins, these really, really large oversized bobby pins. I take that and I insert it like into the band of my ponytail holder, and I push straight up, and then I pull and inverse it like that, and you'll see these like kind of clumps start to come up, which is fine. We're gonna adjust those. And one is enough, but I always do 2 just to have an extra in case something happens during the day, and I don't know, and for a little bit more security. If you do this, you might realize that it hurts, and yes, it does slightly, but it ends in a really cute power pony, and you know, sacrifices, right? You get used to it, okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and curl the top pieces into chunks, and then we'll tease anywhere we need to and spray. I'm not super worried about like every piece being curled, because I'm just doing kind of like loose body. I just want it to where I run my fingers through it and spray it. It looks like it's got some wave or something to it, right? Like, yeah, like just like that. I don't really care if it's like, and then you can pull on the pony and it'll like pull some of these chunks down there. So you get more of a power pony look. I don't love the length of my hair right now in this look, only because like I feel like it gets a little dog-ear right there. So I try to take these top sections and tease it up a little bit underneath to give it a little bit more height. I kind of did this yesterday in my half up, half down thing, but it gives it a little bit more of a like power pony look. You got to make sure you cover all the tease though underneath it. A huge chunk right there. All right. And I just go in and like pull and tighten, move this stuff around. And I kind of like it when it's like piecey, like it doesn't look perfect. Like I feel like that kind of adds to the just like messy, tossed up. Like, let me go ahead and toss on some mascara. And some mascara. So I think, like I said, I'm gonna wear some high-waisted jeans today, mostly because I haven't shaved my legs, and that therefore I've taken the option to wear a dress entirely off the table. Which, fun fact, these jeans that I'm gonna wear today, I actually got in the 11th grade from a store called Arden B. Does anybody remember that store? It was big with the, you know, tweens in America. Man, I still think about that store. I loved that store. They had the best stuff. I don't know who owned it. Like, what was the like parent brand? But why did you guys take away Arden B? That was a hit. I'm just gonna go for our pillow talk because it's right here. I was wanting to do more of an iconic nude situation, but we're working with what we got right in front of us because I'm already late. And we'll go with a pillow talk lipstick as well. Because once again, it's what's in front of me. And we'll just wrap the day up with some Diamond Plumper Pillow Talk gloss and lip gloss. Oh, you're going out with makeup for the first time? Hey, I fully support that, and I think you should own it and wear it proudly. Makeup is for you, not for other people. I hate that like assumption that people are like, oh, you should stop wearing so much makeup, or I prefer the natural look. Well, you know what? I don't care. I prefer a full face. Some days I prefer no makeup. Some days I prefer glitter pink eyeshadow to wear to my corporate meetings that I wore yesterday. I think you should wear whatever you want to wear, whenever you want to wear it. Girl, boy, whatever you identify as. Put on your lipstick and rock it. It's for you. It's not for other people. So good luck to you. That's very brave. You can do it. All right, setting spray, Power Pony on. I gotta run to meetings, so thanks so much for joining. I appreciate all of you chatting with me and getting ready with me today. If y'all enjoyed it, then be sure to come back Monday morning. I'm here every day, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, getting ready before I head into the office. So I would love for you to join me. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow so you can get notifications of when I go live. And then if you want to see the full fit, how I style it later, check me out on Instagram at MeeshAmerica. Thanks so much for getting ready with me. I'll see you guys Monday. Have a great weekend.